Okay, rapid fire about my relationship with the Jurassic Park franchise. The first one, it's the best one. The be-all, end-all Jurassic Park movie. Shut up, it's the best one. Your tastes in movies suck if you disagree. And that's not me saying it, that's science. It's an awesome movie, smart, and a fantastic bit of filmmaking that would shape the future of movies forever, for better and for worse. Lost World. Yeah, sure, it's not great, but if the franchise was ever going to go the action route, this was a fun way to go for my taste with truly awesome moments. Plus, can't go wrong with Julianne Moore.
And if we could only step aside and trust in nature, life will find a way.
JP3. I mean, this is all I got out of it.
What the hell is that?
This is T-Rex P. How'd you get it?
You don't want to know.
Jurassic World. This seems to be the one that's most divisive. You either love it or hate it. Personally, I liked it enough. I thought it was awesome to see Jurassic Park up and running, getting to see some of the attractions as John Hammond intended. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard were a real kick, and the action scenes were pretty freaking sweet. I get why it's not universally beloved. I won't necessarily argue that, but I liked it for what it was.
You think the animal is contemplating its own existence?
She is learning where she fits in the food chain, and I'm not sure you want her to figure that out.
Fallen Kingdom. Nope. Hate it. It takes the fun, over-the-top stupidity of Jurassic World and cranks it up to an unbearable degree, and frankly makes World effectively more stupid when you think about it. Seriously, the dormant volcano all but guaranteed that Jurassic World would only have a few years of good business. All their money and resources, no one there knew that? It's stupid, I hate it, moving on.
See? Not a T-Rex!
As for this one, no, I wasn't looking forward to it. How could I? I mean, this franchise has been a cynical cash grab for decades. Only nowadays, they're doing it for no rhyme or reason. I'm not expecting it to be better than the first one, even if you bring in the old guard, so let's just get this over with. This is my honest opinion of Jurassic World Dominion. Oh, thank God it's all about to end.
Thank God it's all about to end.
Set 4 years after Fallen Kingdom. Dinosaurs are all over the world and coexistence has been rocky because, yeah, no shit. Amidst the chaos, a new biotech company called Biosyn has arisen to take advantage of the dinosaur population to make medical breakthroughs. They're also looking for the cloned girl, Maisie Lockwood, reprised by Isabel Sermon, who is being hidden in the mountains with her saviors Owen Grady and Claire Dearing, reprised respectively by Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. However, Biosyn's hired mercenaries to find her and capture her, along with the velociraptor baby Beta, who is the offspring of Blue, and Owen and Claire venture out to save them. Meanwhile, Dr. Ellie Sadler, reprised by Laura Dern, has become involved with a locust outbreak that threatens a global economic collapse. She teams up with Dr. Alan Grant, reprised by Sam Neill, to investigate Biosyn, whom she believes is responsible for the swarms. There, they reunite with Dr. Ian Malcolm, reprised by Jeff Goldblum, who invited them to Biosyn.
They took her kid too. I am gonna get her back.
Yep. That's this movie. Just stuff happening. I'd be lying if I said that there weren't a couple of cool scenes, as well as moments that are basically so bad it's hilarious, but more than anything, it's boring and way too long. Clocking in at 2.5 hours. Christ, it's a sit. Let's start with the aforementioned positives first, as flimsy as they are. There are 2 decent action scenes and 2 decent tense scenes, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean in a minute. The first is the chase scene with Claire rescuing that baby Triceratops and riling up a herd of big ones. I would swear to God, this was a throwback to that 90s arcade rail shooter. You know, this game was actually pretty rough for its time, but I actually have fond memories of playing this at Chuck E. Cheese. No, please, I want to talk about this game instead. It's so much more entertaining. No, God, fine, damn it.
I hate you. I hate you.
The second cool scene is the motorcycle chase in Malta. Not the one on foot with Claire, that was just stupid and became a diet-born ultimatum. Basically, this scene, but imagine it being kind of pathetic. But once everyone's on wheels, that got pretty cool. And then there's the tense scenes. There's Claire encountering that blind dinosaur with the Lady Deathstrike claws. That was well done. And there's another with Claire encountering the Dilophosaurus. It's effectively tense as well. Let's see. You know, I'll always like Pratt and Howard. I never get tired of seeing them. Especially the old guard, too. So, there's that. Thurman is significantly less annoying than she was in Fallen Kingdom. This also applies to, Justice Smith, who is, weirdly, a useful character this go-around, albeit very briefly. Oh, and thank God Daniela Pinita's role was practically hacked out of this movie. Like, she's in one scene. Points for that alone. Oh, and I would argue that B.D. Wong kinda stole the show at times. Love that guy. Responsible for so many deaths, but you kinda just want to hug him too.
I'm really sorry that it had to happen this way.
Yep, that's what kidnappers say.
And that's about it. And most of those positives are the equivalent of shiny keys being dangled in front of my face to distract me from how crap the rest of the movie is. It almost worked too, but no. No, it's so bad. I assume you remember my bloated ass summary, right? Kinda sounded like there were 2 movies going on. Yeah. That's because there was! This is why it's so damn long! Sorry. Trying to regain composure. Briefly. If you need a reminder of what the plots are, we're dealing with a kidnapping subplot and big old disgusting bugs. Because yeah, that's what I want in my dinosaur movie! Yes, please! But first, can you please hack my head off with this Wonder Woman sword? Don't hold back.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
The plot is everywhere, and it never flows well. You would think we'd rather see a movie where dinosaurs are rampaging through the human world, causing chaos, and that's the movie. Nope, that's a teeny tiny throwaway news bulletin at the beginning of the flick. So, missed opportunity there. Then it becomes a Disney movie with Maisie thinking,
There must be more than this provincial life.
She's all hunkered down in the middle of nowhere and wants to get out to see the world and be a normal person. Owen and Claire are trying to keep her safe from Biosyn, which, great job on that. Blue the Velociraptor is nearby, teaching her baby how to hunt and be a wild predator. Only a matter of time before that goes to hell in a handbasket. You get bits and pieces of a rising black market in dinosaurs, oh my god. We even have a bit where we see a fully realized laser pointer telling a raptor who to attack. You know, the big plan for the super raptor from Fallen Kingdom.
and trained to respond to a pulse-coded laser targeting system, enabling it to isolate and track prey.
I keep going back to Ryan George's pitch meeting for that movie.
Well, if you point this gun-looking thing at a person, it'll send like a sonar wave and the Indoraptor will go kill that person. If you're planning on killing somebody and you're gonna go through the trouble of pointing a gun at them, why not just shoot them? I don't know. Fair enough.
Raptors are cool and all, but this is very clearly for spectacle purposes, not practical or intelligent writing.
Those idiots making hybrids had it all wrong. You can't engineer loyalty. You have to nurture it.
Oh, and of course, when Claire is being chased by a raptor, she can easily outrun it. I mean, hey, if she can outrun the Indominus Rex in heels, I guess anything's possible. Claire is obviously the fastest person in the world. And it's so poorly edited and directed. Like, the reason why she can outrun these raptors is because they keep tripping over themselves. Seriously, I felt like I was watching a cartoon. No, not that one. Something worse. I mean, I know these are supposed to be Atrociraptors and not Velociraptors, but they're Velociraptors by a different name. Unless we forget about Lost World, raptors don't trip over themselves when jumping between rooftops. And if that wasn't bad enough, there's obvious cuts where the raptors are just falling behind. Like, in one frame, the raptor should very obviously have Claire dead to rights, but in the next quick cut, it's several feet behind her. Sorry, I just wanted to illustrate how crappy this stuff is. Moving on.
Get on with it.
As for the locust swarms, again, it feels like a whole different movie. To be honest, I don't have a problem with the giant insect thing. I mean, all of these movies had a big bad dinosaur to contend with, right? The first and second one had the T-Rex and raptors. The third one had the Spinosaurus. World had the Indominus Rex. Fallen Kingdom. Jeez, I don't see enough people poking fun at the title like that. Had the mini Indominus Rex, which was stupid. Even the Indominus Rex was derivative in the sense of a bigger, meaner dino than the T-Rex. But now, we're just giving that dino superpowers, essentially. By the way, hate to stray off topic, but does anyone else feel like these world apex predators are so bland in their sounds? Like, when a T-Rex roars, you know it's a T-Rex. When a Velociraptor roars, you know it's a raptor. They're iconic noises. Despite how bad JP3 is, even the Spinosaurus has a recognizable roar. I don't know the roar of the Indominus Rex or the Indoraptor. Anyway, back on track. The point I'm trying to get at is, I don't mind a new gimmick for a bigger threat to the heroes. In fact, the more I think about it right now, I really dig the idea behind the locust swarms. Instead of going bigger, go smaller. And if I'm not mistaken, insects were a contributor to the eventual extinction of dinosaurs. If this was the movie, it could have had a better shot, maybe? A better application than is presented here is entirely academic and open for debate, but this didn't feel like a bad idea, just bad execution, as always. Like, the locusts are killing regular crops as opposed to crops as engineered by biosyn, but they're about to bring about ecological collapse, and it's about Ellie and Alan proving that biosyn is behind it.
Coincidence? I think not!
For the record, this movie doesn't avoid the whole dinosaur that's bigger and meaner than the T-Rex trope either, but now it's one with a name I don't remember and has zero memorability to it.
Giganotosaurus. You put two apex predators in one valley. Pretty soon there's only gonna be one.
I do want to point out how bad of a performance Campbell Scott gives as Dodson. He looks like he is so miserable on set, and reading his lines is like a form of torture. To be frank with you, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he just actively hated being in this movie and just wanted out of his scenes as fast as possible. I admit, I had some incredible laughs because of him. Unintentionally, I'm assuming, but that was one of the bright spots of entertainment for me.
Thank you for being here. Let's shut off the ADS.
You sure?
To wrap this up as well, you have a bunch of returning side characters like Omar Sy, who is only in one sequence. A shame, because I like Omar Sy. Any and all new characters are there for representation purposes, and little more than that.
I get it. I like redheads too.
Look, even if you like these Jurassic World movies, it's really hard to call this one good. I mean, I didn't think it could get any worse than Fallen Kingdom, but this is pretty worse. There's so many other things to talk about, but I'm emotionally exhausted from talking about this, so let me just say, it's over. At least for now, the JP franchise can finally die and rest in peace. No longer are the marionette strings holding up its desecrated corpse being paraded around like it's new and exciting. It can finally fossilize, and we can breathe a sigh of relief. Goodbye Jurassic World, I'd rather watch Jurassic Park. My honest rating for Jurassic World Dominion, a week 3 out of 5. Saved only by the shortened role for Daniela Pineda. The woman thinks she deserves a Faye Valentine spinoff. No thank you. Cowboy Bebop sucked!
You were at Jurassic World.
Jurassic World? Not a fan.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there. Hope to see you soon. Just in case you didn't know, I just started up my new Twitter account, so consider following me there. Link in the description. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there. Hope to see you soon.